there everyone, and welcome back to my next episode on Welsknight's Patreon server. My name is Mar, and as you can see behind me, we've got a little bit more progress. We have 4 new beams shooting into the sky. Look at them go, all the way up there. It's great, doesn't it? Although I might do colors, I don't know. Let's take a look at these though. I went and did some grinding for some wither skeleton skulls so that I could go find the wither, get the nether, or not the nether star. I always want to call it the nether star. Is it actually, what is that thing called? Is that called a nether star? Whatever those things, those star things are called. Alright, now I'm having a brain fart moment and I have to look it up. This is gonna bug me if I don't look this up. It is the nether star. See? I shouldn't second guess myself. That's what you get for second guessing yourself. Okay, well, let's come down here. Whoa. I'm still getting used to having the effects, the extra bouncy and the speed buff and everything. This is quite new for me. So I thought that these water channels would be an excellent place for these beacons to go. It's a pretty central location, so it'll hit all of my base and probably a fair bit of my island landmass over here as well. Eventually we will remove that one there and relocate it over here because I ultimately want 6, 1 in each of these water columns. Because as you can see, we currently only have 4 of the effects. I think we're missing, what is it, resistance? Let's see. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That. Yes, that resistance one, or defense, or whatever it's called. As well as, what is it called? The regen? I think regen as well. So I'll want to have, you know, 2 more beacons, which means I'll have to go fight more skeletons, kill another wither, because that'll be 1, and then I still just need 1 more. So let's go down to the bottom. We can't actually swim down these because I put in glass to keep the water from going everywhere, and we also have to do a little bit of design fixing. Like right here, you can see I took out the stair there. Not too noticeable. I'm not wild about it, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. The same is not quite so true downstairs, and you'll see what I mean here in a minute. If we come all the way over here, oh, the speed buff is making me kind of hinky, like jerky. We've got this glass here and then glass there, and it's kind of tacky looking. I'm not sure what, if anything, I can actually do to fix that. What I will at least want to do is build it up, like build the stone brick up in like a column so that you can't look out there and see pumpkins or something ridiculous like that. And probably the same down here or whatever. So let's go down to our beacon mine, and you can see where I set up the beacons. Come on, down we go. Alright, so all the way down here, there they are. Now remember, I wanted to have 1 of each type, and unfortunately they're too close to have a full beacon of each type. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use emeralds and diamonds for a whole beacon, and then use gold and iron to fill in what's left for the other beacons. So the gold one, or the diamond one here, is almost done. I just need, what is it, 8 more blocks of diamonds. These gold ones here are just temporary, just placeholders to keep the beacon running. Gradually I will swap them out for diamond blocks. And the same goes over here. So these will be emeralds. Currently I have iron here as a placeholder, just a temporary measure. Eventually I'll replace these with gold blocks. And then of course I'm going to have to put another one right here and over there as well, to get our 5th and 6th beacons. But yeah, so we've got the jump boost, we got speed boost. Oh man, I could almost jump all the way to the ceiling. It's crazy. As well as our extra damage and our haste too, so that's great. Let's swim all the way up. When we left off last episode, we were working on our farmhouse over there. And we still need to come up with an inside design. So decorations and whatnot. So let me go grab some decorations and then I'll bring you back once we're at the farmhouse. And Welcome back, everybody. I have gathered some things and I've put them here in my shulkers, and I also went ahead and made a banner design. It's not exactly what I should like, and it's a little laggy right now because it's raining outside. But this is what I came up with for the banner design. It's not close by any stretch of the imagination, and there should actually be like a horse silhouette right here. But I couldn't find any way of putting it together, so I just put basically the background design without the horse. And this was the closest that I could come to it. It's basically like, it's actually supposed to be like a cream color background, with like white, like lines on the sides, and then like this crisscross pattern at the bottom. So this is basically what I've got. Oh, seriously? So let's see, how about right here? Honestly, I'll probably want to get 2 of them and put it on the other post as well. But for now, this'll do. Oh, I hate these doors. Alright. I want to make the rain go away too. I don't know if I can. Let's, oops, that's not right. Let me just check. Oops, that's not how you spell anyone. Anyone mind if I try to sleep away this rain? You know what, before I even try that, will it even let me? No, you can only sleep at night. There. Not even bother asking if I can't. It occurred to me I haven't heard any lightning, and it's still daytime outside, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. I've got some resources here. Oops. I've got some carpets, I've got some pickles to use as like cups, I've got some various things to put inside of pots, got some chests, got 2 beds, some cauldrons, some cobwebs. I was thinking I might try to make some sort of like smoke effect from the chimney, some furnaces, bookshelves, the flower pots themselves, maybe some iron bars. Not sure if I'll have any use for them, but you never know. Some glowstone just in case, because right now we've got some torch spam going on. And then in here I've got a whole bunch of different wood types, which we'll need for like furniture and whatnot. I need to figure out how, like, what kind of a design we're gonna have up here for the little like lookout post. I don't know if it's gonna actually be possible to get up there. I'm thinking probably not, but I still want it to be visible from the outside. So let me work on that first. I'm probably just gonna take it up from these pillars and then just put a little cap on top of it and call it a day. So let me work on that, and hopefully the rain will be gone by the time I finish. And welcome back, everybody. I have just finished doing the top bit up there. I did it out of spruce. In the game, the roof here is supposed to be made out of thatch, except for that little bit up there, which actually is supposed to be wood. I'm not sure how much I like it being different color. I mean, I wish we had thatch. If we had thatch, it wouldn't matter what color that was. It'd look fine anyway, because, you know, thatch isn't another wood. Having a 2-tone wood like that, I don't know, it seems a little weird to me. It may improve once I do some of that variation I think I mentioned in the last episode, where I take out some of the oak and replace it with spruce to kind of give it a bit more of a worn look. I just haven't done that yet, so maybe that's something that we'll play around with in the future. In the meantime, let's pop inside. Open that up, and this is what we have on the inside. I really wanted to keep it as very open floor as I could, and this was as compact pretty much as I could get it. And I have the first ladder hidden right here, so you climb up and you can come in here, and then you have another ladder here up through the trapdoor, and we got some brown carpet up here to cover the glowstone right there. And then you can look out. Well, I mean, it's not like you have the best view necessarily, except for maybe like these ways you have great views. But you can see the base, and you can see part of the market. You can see the dark anchor. Most of the island is visible from here, except this directly front patch right there. But I mean, this is just a farmhouse. It's kind of like a watchtower, but not really a watchtower, because most farmhouses don't come equipped with those. It's just a little teeny tiny little tower, and it looks like I forgot to do the inside of these. So, you know, one of those things you tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna come back and do it, and then, yeah. Where is my spruce planks? There we go. Just fill that in there. Yeah, that should be good. So yeah, this is good enough, I think. So let's come down. I do need to figure out something here for the lighting, because I can't hide a glowstone in the floor like I did upstairs. So maybe I'll just do, like, a torch, like, right there, maybe? Because that should be more than enough for the whole thing, yeah. And that way it's still kind of open on this side and open on this side. I didn't want torches on all 3 sides. That seems like a little overkill to me. So we have this underside here, we have the hearth, and then we have the 2 sides that we have to figure out. Now, somewhere in here, if I can find it, Chill Furrow Farm. Now the wiki page, I'm going to step over here because of the running water over there and the villagers are noisy. A lot of good it did, I can still hear them. The wiki page, not really wiki, it's, what was it, UESP? UESP, yes. Like I think I mentioned this in the previous episode as well, this is just an excerpt from that wiki-esque page. So Chill Furrow Farm is a small farm outside of Whiterun, owned by We Don't Care. It is located south of whatever place that is. Even though the farm is owned by this guy, he's never actually there, blah, 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 blah. We're looking for descriptions. There will be a guard around the, who will look after the farm around the clock, if I could talk right. And another guard will cross the front yard several times a day. Big whoop-de-doo. Our owner's a snob. It's not me. I promise, not me. And he has an employee. Front door opens to the site of a traditional huge fireplace. Got that. With 2 cooking spits and a small table with some common books. So table with books. And some cooking spits. I don't know how we're going to do cooking spits. Above the fireplace hang 3 samples of dried frost miriam. Okay, 3 garlic braids, 2 fresh, well, we can do the salmon in the very least. In the southeastern corner is a small table with 2, okay, so basically this is just going to give us a very thorough description of what the inside of the farmhouse looks like in the actual Skyrim game. Now, our challenge is to somehow translate that into Minecraft terms. So right off the bat, we've got the fireplace, cooking spits, not sure what we're going to do with that. A small table we can do, some common books. I don't think they mean an actual bookshelf, so I might put an item frame down and then put like a book in its frame. Above the fireplace hang 3... Okay, wait, I don't even know what that is, and we don't have a garlic in the game, but I can get 2 fresh salmon and put them in item frames. We could have a table with maybe pickles, 2 pickles, and a large dinner table with some food, including grilled leeks, which I believe are some sort of vegetation type thing, and salmon steak, so we can cook a salmon and call that steak. An apple pie, we can actually do pie. 3 tomatoes, would 3 apples count? Though I feel like that'd be a lot of food. Although it did say a large dinner table. And another bottle of wine, so I hear a pickle in that table's future. The northeastern corner has a food sack, food barrel. Too bad we didn't have 1.14 is coming with the barrel. And on top of the barrel is a wheel of cheese. Actually, 2 wheels of cheese. While the nearby cupboard contains clutter, the shelves above it have a head of cabbage, a chunk of venison, and some horse meat on display. Horse meat? Ew! Like, really? Go with cow or something. A small working desk decorates the southwestern corner with 2 honey nut treats and a bowl and several books. Underneath the table underneath the tabletop is an end table. Well, that seems a weird place to put another table. General stuff. Shelves. Oh, a set of shelves with even more books. So that sounds like an actual bookshelf that we could create. An entrance to a small storage unit can be found next to the fireplace. So that sounds kind of like a cellar. Maybe we could create a cellar. What would it say? To the left? I just lost my place. Can be found next to it. Doesn't really say which side. Entrance to a small storage unit. Would that be underground like a cellar, or would it just be like a side room? Because we could totally, like, put a trap door in over here somewhere and have it lead down to, like, a maintenance shaft for the villagers. That's a possibility. But anyway, you probably see what I mean by looking through this and getting an idea of where things are supposed to be in the game and working accordingly. So, let's start this off. Huge fireplace, cooking spits. Now, I know we could make a cooking spit, but I don't know how in the world it would fit. Cooking spit. Now, the old-fashioned trick is to put netherrack in here and make it look like meat is cooking. But I don't know if there's any way we could do that. We may just call it a day and leave it at the fireplace. So what do we got next? Small table with some common books. Above the fireplace hang 2 things we can't do and the fresh salmon. So let me run back and get the salmon and let's see, let me make a little progress. I read to you a general description of where things are. Let me run back and grab some salmon, cook 1 piece for that 1 table somewhere. I mean, I'd read to you a general description of what the house looks like, and if you can go back and pause it to read it more thoroughly at your own pace. In fact, I don't think I looked at all the pages, so here I'll just give you a brief look and you can go ahead and pause it and read at your leisure, and when I come back, hopefully we'll have a fair amount of this anyway completed. That's the intention. I want to get the whole interior done today in this episode, and then we can work on the exterior maybe in the next episode. So there you have it, all 10 pages. Alrighty everybody, welcome back. I have, I think, finished for the most part. I have come up with this very small design. It could be very temporary. I'm going to be honest with you. I just wanted something to throw down. I'm kind of going for like this very, very small monument feel with it. Not quite like a tombstone, a bit bigger than a tombstone, and obviously not involving, you know, death and all of that stuff. But it's just designed to give me an item frame to put a book in it and a sign. Now, my one concern with this is that we do have a 200 entity, or 250 maybe, I don't remember what it is, but there's a limit on how many entities we're allowed to have at our base. And item frames do count towards the entity limit, so, you know, it could get ugly, because we've got villagers, we've got animals, and then every single time we have one of these item frames. And we used item frames all over our base to hold torches too. So, eek. I don't know what our item count is. I might have to have the mods take a count of it and see how horrible we're doing. But in the meantime, inside, this is what well, not this part, ignore this stuff, but this is more or less what I came up with. This front area here is kind of empty. I might need to flesh it out a little bit more. And I want to put a crafting table somewhere, and right now I have this glowstone exposed. That's what I wanted to open. I wanted to open this. Let's see. Is there anything we can do? I used green carpet over there. Maybe a little bit more. There, that should do. And we still do have a little bit of torch spam going on as well, so it, you know, it could use a little improvement. The book didn't really talk about the lighting at all, so I put in a chandelier over here above the great table, with our, you know, quote-unquote tomatoes, our cooked salmon, our apple pie, and our cooked leeks, and a bottle of wine, of course. Over here we've got some pictures and everything. We've got, this is supposed to be like a cupboard. This is, I guess, the best I could come up with. I'm not very good at interior decorating. I've done very, very little of it. This is a barrel, which I just realized I had shifted it over. I actually wanted it this big. So I'm glad I noticed that. And then we've got a shelf up here with a head of lettuce. And one of these is supposed to be venison, and the other one is supposed to be horse meat. Little table, it's supposed to have things on it, but you can't put items on top of this pressure plate like that, so unfortunately this is the best we can do. Over here we've got our little workbench, and this is kind of a cool trick. This is an item frame with boots in it, with a pressure plate placed around it. Now if I step on it, the pressure plate goes down, but then detects, I guess, either the boots or the item frame, and so it stays down. So you really have to avoid stepping on it. Over here we've got a very simple bookshelf. This is the bed design I came up with, and it's supposed to have a sack of things underneath, and a chest is, you know, the closest we can come to having a sack. So I put in stairs here so that you could still access the chest. And then there's a chest that actually is a chest. A little pitcher, you know, for drinking at, you know, when you go to bed and get thirsty. Little bit of armor here. It's supposed to be clothing inside of a wardrobe, but you can't put an item frame inside of a design like quite this size. And I needed space above it for the iron sword, as well as this book called The Importance of Wear. It's just a story from inside the Skyrim video game, so it's also on the website if you wanted to go and read it. It's kind of gruesome though, because it talks about killing some animals in kind of horrific ways. Not animals as in like, you know, your friendly cow, sheep, not that sort of thing. It's like this monster's coming down to kill your entire, it's something to do with like a monster coming out of the mountains to come and kill the livestock, and then the hero, I guess, of the story goes out to try and slay the monster, basically. But it's kind of gruesome when it gets to slaying the monster. Down here is our little, it's supposed to be like the cellar or whatever that we were talking about. It's just a little hatch for access to the villagers. Basically what I do when I want to get into the villagers is I break 2 bits of glass here, open that, break this bit of glass here, and then I can just walk in, and then I just place, I just would close this off and put the glass back so that the villagers can't get out, and whatnot, but allow villagers to still drop in the bottom down there if they needed to. But that's just my method of getting in and out real quick and easy. So we can climb back up and close that off. We have the raw salmon hanging over the hearth like they're supposed to. No cloves of garlic or anything like that, unfortunately. And that's pretty much all I've done at this point. It is, as far as the book outside is concerned, it is quote-unquote done. I just don't know what I'm going to do about the lighting. And it's kind of plain in a lot of areas. Like, I really want to do something with this wall here, but I'm not sure quite what I want to do. Let's see, how bad is the lighting if I get rid of these torches? I know it's going to be pretty bad over here. Maybe I'll do another chandelier on this side. Now, what kind of wood did I use? That was spruce hanging from a bit of iron. So let's see, a bit of iron. And some spruce. That's my bad. I don't want to confuse it with anything else. Wow, it is really dark over there. Now, how far out did I bring it? 3? 1, 2, 3. Yep, it looks like it. So, centered 1, 2, 3. And then we put down the fences. Oops, that's not right at all. Down those. One more. Can we get this from here? Oh yeah. Come on. Come on. There we go. That's pretty good. And that should almost, it does not light up the corners. I knew that from the other side as well. So let's see, what do we want to do to try and mask that? Are beds transparent? If I break these beds, and I break this, and I break that, and I lose it down there, I put a bit of glowstone right there, and then the bed's on top. Does that provide lighting? I don't know if it's going to reach all the way over here. Oh, see, well, it is higher, so it does apparently work, I guess. but it's still, because it was 6 before and now it's 7, so it's still technically too dark. I mean, it's a nice trick. You know what, I might as well just leave it there. You can't really hardly see it unless you, like, you know, really skinny to the side. It's okay. So let's see, what would we do over here? Well, I suppose we could just do some sort of wall, torch holders. Maybe one like this. Oops, where did that go? Oh, hello. There we go. Something like that. I mean, I don't know that I'm altogether a fan of it, but let's see how much this room is not... Oh, that should be fine. Let's see how much is spawnable. So, it's spawnable over here. Let's see, what if we did the same torch trick? Can I reach that one? Yep, okay. Okay, we get down to 8. Oop, this is 7 over here. So let's see, where would we put a light over here? I don't... there's like no good spot. Oh boy. I guess maybe on top of this? There we go. Gets down to 8. I know it's going to be dark up here in the front. Oops, there I went and stepped on the item, or on the pressure plate. Let's see, if I mirror imaged that, we would put one here. See, I need something to climb up on. There we go. And then we'd probably want to do the same thing on the other side. What if we did a chandelier right here in the middle? We could do a really nice one, because I was very limited in how much headspace I had there. So let's see... Actually, is that the right one? Oh, it's already in my inventory. Let's try... Let's see, center point is here. Maybe hang it right here? I like right here, I think. If I do it here, it will connect to this wall. If I do it here, I have a I mean, it's a backward stair as far as this is concerned, so it shouldn't connect. So, one of those. Iron bar. Not in here. There we go. And... what, one more? No, because if I do it one more, it might not connect to that, but the fence would connect to that, and we don't want that. So, unless... if I bring this down 2 more, and then do fences, how horrible is that gonna look? I don't know. These down. Yeah, that's not that bad. That's not that bad at all. If I took that out, does it light... Oop. Awesome. It even lights up all the way over here. So I wouldn't even need to have a torch right here. Well, I like that. Alright, and does it fully, between the ones on the walls and that, does it fully light up in this area? Yes. Whoop. We have a 7 right here. We could easily fix that. There goes my voice, sound like a frog. By putting more glowstone under there. Yeah. Gets to 8. It's okay. I think we are fully lit up. I'm not seeing anything lower than an 8. And that, my friends, is very good. So we can turn off F3. Now, this wall here. Are we missing anything that we would like to add? Maybe some seating area? Let's see. How far would we want this? Maybe to here? Nice big old couch. I don't really like that it's connecting. Maybe do it right there. Yeah, and maybe we could put a picture above it. What's the recipe for a picture? Oh, that's another thing. Crafting table. We definitely want a crafting table somewhere. Maybe over here? Or, this is supposed to be the work table. What if we hide it down there? Oops, I want that back. There. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. So, picture frame, right? What is it? Picture? Nope. I don't even know what it's called. Let's see here. Painting. So, a bit of wool surrounded by sticks. Oh, I can do that. That's easy. I brought some wool with me. You know what? Let's just do a whole bunch of them. 13. Why not? We'll just make as many as these sticks let us, I guess. 8. I guess it's gonna be 8. Alrighty then. Let's see. What kind of a picture? Ooh, I don't really like that one. That one's not bad. Can I get a 3 wide? That is not a 3 wide. Is there no such thing as a 3 wide? Huh. Let me take a look at this and see if there isn't such a thing as a 3 wide. Alrighty guys, and welcome back. I think I've come up with something really simple and basic. Just a chair, a picture frame, a desk and chair, and another picture frame. I find it to be an incredible oversight. These do not come in 3 wide, Mojang. Please do something about that. Thanks. I also realized I have no windows, so I added some very small basic windows on both of the ends of the 2 side wings of the house. I was unfortunately, I tried to put one on the front here, but there's just wasn't enough space because, well, first of all, this is 4 wide, so the only way it would look good is if you had a 2 wide right here, and it'd be like right against this lighting fixture here, and then it wouldn't be centered with the interior. So I was like, yeah. And then of course my second thought was like, oh, that spot right there is begging for one, but there's like nothing up there. That's just solid wood. You can't even see that from this side. It feeds directly into the ceiling. Like it comes out right about there or so. So you'd have like a half slab visibility, and like I said, it's like 3 blocks thick. So that was unfortunately a no-go as well. But we've got everything lit up. We've got decoration pretty much everywhere. The center space here isn't really being used, but I think that's okay. It's a nice open floor plan anyway. So I think that works out just fine. So I think I'm going to have to call it here, though, because this episode's running on kind of long. We did get a lot of work done, so that's always good. Oh, I also added a nice 4 wide above the bed right there. And again, I wanted to put one over here, but again, 3 blocks wide. Mojang, come on, man, come on. So here we are at our newly completed farmhouse. I think this is pretty much my first normal-ish interior. So I hope you like it. I think it came out pretty well, all things considered, and I am definitely excited to keep working on this base in general, but even just this build, because we still have the entire exterior, though that will kind of hinge on what wall design I have, because right now I don't know where the ground is even going to be. But that's a tomorrow problem, or a next week problem, or, you know, whatever. But I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless, and I guess that's it. So I hope you have a fantastic time, and I'll see you next time. Bye!